Lu Dort is one of the most talented and physical defenders we have in the NBA, and while he has slowly gained attention for his defensive ability each season, he's still an underrated defender. But let's get into his defensive breakdown and not waste any more time. It's only right we start with his most recent clutch defensive stop. Notice how he gets around the second screen. He extends his right foot at an angle to easily get around it, and tactics like these are why he's in the elite tier of the best ball screen navigators. Then watch as he cuts Leonard off with the angle he takes, making Kawhi reset, and then he just applies pressure and forces a tough shot. Just one of the best defensive possessions of the year. He had Leonard on lock for a full 15 to 17 seconds.
Timeouts. Leonard looking for the screen from Morris. Now it's 6 seconds. Leonard wants the clear out. 3 seconds. Leonard being hounded by Dort. Can he get a shot off? Leonard, I don't think he got it up.
Now watch him defend Zach LaVine on this possession. Watch how he cuts LaVine off by using his chest. This normally is called a chest stop, and Dort is arguably the best defender in the NBA at doing this. Then as LaVine tries to drive baseline, watch how he skips shuffles in order to keep up, which resulted in a great swipe steal. And this is on a 25-point per game scorer, which makes it all the more impressive.
They've got to look at that, call that when it happens. Too many times you've seen very little contact, and a guy gets 3-3.
Here's one of his other clutch defensive stops. He showcases incredible lateral speed while also using those active hands for a steal, and this is against the fastest player in the NBA, so staying in front of him isn't easy.
Try to see if they can get the last second shot.
Sacramento playing for the win. It's Dort picking the pocket of Fox. 3 on the timer. Dort steps in, lays it up and in with.
And now he's guarding Dennis, who's one of the quickest players in the league. Watch how fast he's able to recover after slightly biting on the fake pass. Then he uses his body to angle the ball handler away from the rim, forcing him to shoot a tough leaning floater at a tough angle. Now on this play, watch how he presses up on Lillard because he knows they're trying to set a screen on him. Then watch how he gets tight around the screen, making Lillard think twice about shooting the three and eventually passing it. Now they're on an island. Watch how Dort has his hand up before Lillard even takes the shot. This discourages great shooters from pulling up, especially when a defender's hand is at their shooting pocket. Then he uses great lateral speed and draws the foul.
Carmelo is in his 17th year, basically is 19 years old. You see Lu Dort in the game on Lillard. Defending him, Amadou Diallo on the bench. Hand in the face, Dort on Lillard. Lillard wants to drive. That'll be an.
On this possession, watch how Dort angles himself to get over the screen extremely quick, and this forced Kawhi to reset, and they called for another screen, but Dort easily got over this one, which forced a pass, and then Dort makes the great effort to contest the shooter, forcing a missed shot. This is the perfect example of how elite ball screen navigators can disrupt an entire offense.
Closed down like we just heard from Christina. 4 straight games, 5 straight games. It's not a good thing.
In the middle of a 2-lead protocol that is very intense as George flings up a 3.
Closed down like we just heard from Christina. 4 straight games, 5 straight games. It's not a good thing.
In the middle of a 2-lead protocol that is very intense as George flings up a 3.
Watch here as he beats Morant to his spot and absorbs the contact with his body with his hands on his side. This knocks Morant off balance and makes him reset, and then Dort anticipates him driving baseline and again absorbs the contact with his body.
He's not like first team because not nowhere near first team. We got first teamers, but unsung Grizz killer. That's what we'll put him on that list.
Oh, okay.
Here's another clutch defensive stop from this season. Watch how he uses that elite lateral speed to cut Murray off. Then he squares up and beats him to his spot yet again, and even though he jumped a little earlier, it still affected Jamal Murray's shooting motion. The key to this defensive possession is Dort using angles to beat Murray to his spot while also using his stocky frame to contain him.
Clock is off. Dort the defender. Murray pulls it back behind the three-point line. Murray makes his move. Stops, fades for the tie, and it's short.
But that'll be all for today's video, and there's a lot more to Dort's defense, but I just wanted to bring attention to how he gets defensive stops. But if you want a more in-depth Lu Dort breakdown, make sure to like the video and comment down below.